updates I want to let you guys know about. At least last night. Matter of fact, I want to put this picture up too. Let me see. I'm gonna show you what happened here at least. Let's see if I can make that picture just a little bit bigger. If you can see that picture right there, that was last night, actually at my home. And what happened was my mother-in-law left her vehicle because she went out of town over here. So once she did that, she thinking, okay, when I come back, everything will be all good. Well, this car haven't been running or nothing, as you can see. And when the water came up, I mean, the lights came on, everything. And I was like, what happened? Why the lights on? And look up, it's like a lake outside. And you see, the good thing about where I live is kind of on a slant. So the water runs out of the yard and then goes down. That's kind of what happened on our situation. So the water came, I'm at least halfway up the yard, but the whole street was flooded. The whole street was flooded. And I've never seen it flood here before, right? So my mother-in-law car is gone. That's that Audi 5000. My wife went and checked on it actually earlier. The water got all the way up to the seats. And when she opened up the door, they had ants, fire ants that was hanging on in the inside. Some crazy stuff. Also saw another dealership with the Clear Lake Infinity. Those of you who live around here. Clear Lake Infinity, their cars are underneath the water too. Same thing. All the lights were on, everything. I have about one friend of ours lost everything. Flooded the whole house out. Floated the car away. So they lost their car and they lost their place with all the flood and their belongings. So that's a messed up situation. The only good thing about them, they do have some decent jobs, so they definitely could probably bounce back. Someone else I knew got almost about a foot of water inside their home as well. That's why if you live any coastal area, Gulf of Mexico, or even if you live on the East Coast, you need to make sure your windstorm damage insurance is up. Your flood insurance is up, and get with a reputable company. Don't get with no fly-by-night company. Then when it's time to cut that check, they don't want to cut the check. Always have full coverage insurance on your vehicles. I don't care if your vehicle is paid off, because how many times I have seen people get caught up with situations and just have liability just because they're trying to save some money. Please have your full coverage insurance. If you're going to live in the Houston area, I know some of you guys and ladies like these little cars and they ride so smooth and they save so much gas. But if you know you live in flood areas, you need to have you at least a high up SUV or a truck. That is a requirement if you're going to live here, period. When these storms are coming, or even get an inkling of coming, make sure you have all your medications. Make sure that you have all the proper foods. And yes, I know my wife told me to go get some foods a few days ago. I didn't take it too serious. I just got some snack foods. Of course, when she seen it, she's like, really, that's what you bought? Snacks and not real food. So, of course, she had to go buy all the real food. Hey, I'm not used to doing all that sort of thing. Sorry. I mean, she kind of do a lot of that, and I do a lot of other things. So sometimes I'm lost without her. But so that happened. Also, make sure you have some sort of protection in your home as well, maybe a firearm or whatever you think you need, because we had one person that I did hear about in Corpus Christi during the storm. They was trying to break in, and that homeowner shot they behind. So, I don't know why some people try that in Texas. We are the most gun lax state in the union, and a lot of people around here believe in carrying guns. So I don't think it would be too wise to try to loot people's property down here in the state of Texas. It's the only thing that I am saying. Now, you say, why did the mayor call for an evacuation? The area I'm at is not that low, like some areas of Houston, because some areas of Houston, people understand, the Houston area was a swamp. They built a city on a swamp. Why would you do that? But they did that. They built a whole city on a swamp. So swamps are low-lying areas, okay? And that's why Houston itself flood quicker than anywhere else. That's why I tell people, don't stay in the city of Houston, stay outside the city of Houston. Maybe you be 5-10 minutes from Houston. Like, you can just cross the plane. And some of these places outside the city of Houston are still Harris, baby. Hold on. See, today is gonna be a lax one. Like a baby, over there, baby, over there. Thank you, baby. Cause baby running around today, so it's a lax show. I'm not doing all that. Baby is quiet and all that other stuff. Baby running around. It was lightning last night. Baby went to sleep, so you know how that goes. Anyway, oh, you talking about Galveston? Yeah, Galveston got messed up. That is for sure. And I want to put on some coverage for you guys so you can kind of see what's going on here locally. You said, yeah, some people don't take it serious. You're right. Some people don't take it serious, but the direct storm didn't hit us. That's the thing. It hit Rockport. And what the actual storm was doing was coming inland, then spinning around, reversing back toward Houston. It's crazy because the reason why that happened, according to the weather report, you had a high pressure coming down, which blocked it from going up north. And you got high pressure coming from this side. So, okay, I don't know what that was. And curve it around. And so that's why it's sending it back to the Houston area. Now, it's supposed to linger over the Houston area for a few days. Supposedly, it's supposed to drift back into the Gulf of Mexico and maybe pick up a little bit more strength and come right back in again. So, yeah, that's the situation with that. So, I just want to kind of let you guys know we are good. Thank God we didn't flood out. I've been getting a lot of videos and seeing friends and family been flooded out. So, thank God it didn't happen to us. So I want to let you guys know, I've been getting a lot of messages. Hey, what's going on down there? You okay? You swimming? No, I'm not swimming, but I know a few other people who was swimming, who got up to their waistline and in water. But let's see if we can get some coverage for you guys. Let me see if I can switch to this. What channel we want to switch to here? Give me a second. I don't know. Why did it switch off? I know we just paused it. Hopefully it still works.
And that's until 2:30. And again, these are very difficult to see on radar, but we're able to see that there is rotation with these systems. And again, they don't last very long. Stepping out, looking at a bigger picture now, of course, there's so many flash flood warnings in the area that in essence, you might as well just put the whole area
so as you can see, warning. That's why all the rain's at right now. It's just sitting over the area. We need to concentrate on some where the heaviest rainfall continues to come in. And of course, we're still tracking where the area of low pressure is, and it does appear that it is going to be heading possibly back out into the waters of the Gulf of Mexico briefly and maybe strengthening again. That is definitely a possibility. So I do see a couple of different things that are happening now. We're also watching now. This is the water vapor imagery. So this is some dry air that is out there to the west. And, well, in essence, if it was able to pull in that dry air into the center, it would slow things down. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, most likely, because it's going to probably move out over the waters of the Gulf, where, again, it still has plenty of moisture to pull into it, which is keeping this alive. And that's why the torrential rain just keeps coming in waves. And that conveyor belt of rain just doesn't seem to be slowing down at any time or any time soon. And, again, as we look at this picture, now we have one little blip here with my satellite imagery so you can see, but I just want you to see, at least at this point, we don't see a specific eye, at least at this point, but you can still see that that center of circulation is still spinning very well. Now, rainfall totals, that's representing all the inches of rain that happened last night.
Rain totals that we're seeing, 15 inches of rain in places, and in Liberty County, we've seen up to almost 15 inches of rain as we move down towards the ship channel in the harbor, San Leon, 15 inches of rain there, 15 inches on the east side of Houston, 11 inches down by Bay City and New Gulf, and then so these totals continue to grow.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's see if we can go to another broadcast, because I'm just using my I get exactly what you're saying. I hear you.
That's moving northeastward. That was in effect until 2:30 in the afternoon. Here's a look at the whole system spinning across the area. We've got one batch of persistent rainfall right now across Chambers and Liberty and Harris County, up across Montgomery County. We've got a little break, a little dry slot here, but notice how this is filling in again. We've got a band of rain stretching from Brenham down here across parts of Fort Bend County into Brazoria County, and that band of rain is filling in. So we've got this little cluster of rain, we've got this little cluster of rain, and all this is actually feeding moisture into that circulation, which is Harvey, that is well down here to the south. Again, there's the active tornado warnings that we have in effect right now, and we'll continue to monitor those throughout the afternoon. With the tornado watch still in effect until 2 a.m., and that could be extended again, we may see additional storms with a little rotation in it, along with the heavy rain that continues to fall.
All right, thank you very much, Tim, for the latest update.
We want to go now out to Ted Oberg. Ted Oberg is standing by at Beltway 8 and Beamer. And Ted, we haven't seen you for a few hours, so tell us what's going on there.
There it is. People in boats.
Well, Gina, it's as you can imagine, it's just tough going. I mean, everyone has said that. Now it's we've left the car and we're in our new friend Greg's boat. He's going to get a relative here in the Sagemont area. These streets that are flooded. You'll see some of the cars behind me. They're parked on the median, so they've got sort of a foot here. What's your sort of 2 feet of water here, and it's getting deeper as we get into these neighborhoods. All sorts of people have showed up with their boats down at this intersection, Beltway and Beamer, to help get people out. You can see some of them walking up on the sidewalk there. They've gotten themselves out. Dad carrying his little girl there. You have to imagine that's a frightening moment for her, as it is for kids all over. And then take a look, David, at this Jeep just to your left. Nope, behind you. Behind you. Look at that. That'll give you a sense of how deep this water is through
wow.
here. As we get just south of the Beltway in the Sagemont area of Houston, it looks like whoever that was sort of punched the top of their Jeep out to get out last night.
Yeah.
With the, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's safe to assume that they're out now, but man, that is some serious water right there. The rain, by the way, has sort of subsided here, but it's coming every 10 minutes, coming and going, and it's awful. I said to someone just a couple minutes ago, you don't know where to turn. Everywhere you look in this great city of Houston, someone is hurting because of all of this, and it's astounding. It's unbelievable to look. I mean, to think that Greg could pull out his GPS that he usually uses as a depth finder and now needs it to navigate city streets in this fishing boat, man, is something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so overwhelming, Ted. It's really hard to comprehend. All of us have heard from friends and relatives all around the country today who are saying, oh my gosh, I'm watching this and I can't even believe what's going on. And we're in the midst of it, trying to take it all in. So it's just really hard to comprehend.
I don't know. You say it's bad at Katrina. Well, we don't have levees here.
I mean,
so
it just goes on for a while, and I know you've seen pictures like this from all over the city, but when you see it up close, you know, it's
Sap. It was kind of nerve-wracking, bro. Like, for real.
The depth of the suffering here, and you have to know that this is going to go on for days and days, and then the cleanup takes even longer to get people back to where they were just a couple days ago.
Yep, we're going to have to pull together for sure. Ted Oberg, okay. Thanks very much. He's near Beamer and the Beltway in the east side.
Yep. We want to go now on the telephone. We have Jim Mattress Mac McInville from Gallery Furniture, and you've always been such a wonderful community resident for all of us, and I know that you're now involved in trying to help folks out here amidst Harvey.
Yeah, we are, and as you said, the water's everywhere. If they need a place to stay, we huge furniture store open out here on 45. The feeder roads are slightly passable right now. Come out and stay with us. We've got food, we've got water, we've got lots of beds. We'd love to have any Houstonian that's displaced on the north side come stay with us.
Now that's got to be a first, Mac, where you open up your furniture store after this devastation, and you have the mattresses there, right?
Yeah, you know, we did this during Katrina. We had 200 people for a couple nights, so we've been down this road before, and we'll get through this together. As Texans, we all band together and help each other, so we're reaching out to anybody on the north side that you need a place to stay because your home's flooded, come stay with us.
Okay, Jim, do you have any criteria? Can people bring in pets if they wanted to or not? And any rules about weapons or just any criteria you want to put out there before people just literally come as they are?
Pet, you know, we're big on animals out here. We don't need any weapons. Everybody's safe out here. We've got plenty of security. We just need humans that are suffering so we can reach out and do what we're supposed to do, which is help them.
And Jim, when did you make this decision? Just this morning from watching all of this coverage?
Yeah, this morning watching the coverage, and you know, I like a not very smart person, thought it was over yesterday, and then it came back harder last night. And there's so many people suffering and so many heartbreaking stories, as you just reported, that we got to do something. So if they need a place to stay, they need to recharge their cell phone, they need to sleep, they need to eat, whatever it is, we got it right here. We got a big place, we take several hundred people.
Okay. Well,
And Jim, how does it look around Gallery
Yeah.
Furniture? Because I know there's been a lot of problems around freeways, and you're right there off the 45 freeway. What is the community like around you right now?
Yeah, there's some water in certain areas. One of our guys that works for us lives about a block and a half from here. He walked through the water to get here. So it's like it is in most of Houston, maybe a foot and a half deep. But the feeder roads are, because the rain slowed down a little bit, are passable right now. And just find a way to get here, and we'll take care of it.
well, and that's it. Everybody's heard your commercials. I-45 between Tidwell and Parker, but give them an idea for those people that are new to town, and there's a lot of them. Give them an idea of how to get there.
Yeah, just take, you know, I live around Post Oak store, so I took 610 to 45, took 45 up to the Tidwell exit, Parker exit, got off, had to sidestep a little water on the feeder road, and got right here. So we're right on 45. We're 3 miles north of 610, 5 miles south of Beltway 8. And we're on the east side of the freeway, and we're open for anybody who needs help.
Yeah, that's 610 right there.
We
so
know what you.
and that road is pretty good high road in the area by Post
giving
Oak.
away Christmas
And you see how it's
presents
covered
to
up?
families who would otherwise not have a Christmas, to taking children to the Vatican, and so certainly no shock to us that you would do something this generous now. But nevertheless, on behalf of people who are looking for a place to stay, we sure appreciate it.
Well, you know, just like you guys, round the clock coverage, great awareness to the community. We want to do our part to do something so good to all of us. So anybody need a place to stay, come out to Gallery Furniture North Freeway, and we'll take good care of you.
Jim McInville, there's somebody that has a bigger heart here. We haven't found him.
Yeah. Well, we want to go back out now
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm sorry, we want to go back out. Go ahead,
Well, we're going to
Tom.
go to Christine Dobbin. She's in Galena Park, and I know she's been waiting for us to come to her. She lost her signal early on, and as you take a look on the right-hand side of your screen, you see some of those overpasses still inundated. People now walking to their trucks and cars. Do we have Christine? Christine? This looks
Yes,
like
Tom,
her
can you
live
hear
shot.
me?
There you go.
Can you hear me, Tom?
Yep.
Hey, Tom. So we've actually moved. We have asked law enforcement for some direction on some safe roads we could travel, and basically went as far as we could. We're now in Jacinto City, and we are at the Jacinto Oaks neighborhood. And you're looking at some live pictures of several residents wading through the water. And while you're looking at those pictures, I want to talk with Norma, who has been a lifelong resident here. Norma, just tell us the situation and give us a lay of the land here, because you've lived here so long.
It had never flooded like it did this time. We have had some floods, but not like this. My brother was stuck all last night on the other side. No boats could bring him across. He could not get rescued. He just got rescued about an hour ago. It is very dangerous for kids or anybody to be out here. The best thing is to stay at home and stay safe. It is.
I haven't heard anything about Port Arthur,
electricity
brother.
since last night, no
My
gas or
dad
water.
is an
It
engineer
is
down
bad.
there,
And Norma,
engineering
just
supervisor.
down that direction that
So
we're
he'll let me
looking,
know
you know,
when
you're
he
familiar
calls.
with this area. What is down that way? Are there a lot of homes, commercial? What's
There are apartments, and there's stores, there's some bars over there, and a lot of restaurants, Sonic, Fiesta, if you turn that way, there's I-10 East is right there.
So are there some people, do you know, that need rescuing back there? It looks like some are wading through the water.
Oh yes, my brother was one of them. They needed help since last night. We just got him home about an hour ago. He decided to go see the fight at my nephew's house, and he got stuck on the other side. His truck's flooded. Yeah.
And there is water that is actually, out of all the water I've seen the last day, this water is running pretty rapidly right through here. What's the closest, do you know the closest bayou or
Right
what?
there. There's a bayou just right there behind my house. That bayou is already all the way to this street, Main Street, all the way to the house, people's houses. The water's going in.
How quickly has this risen?
And you said about Dickinson. Dickinson's flooded out.
Last night, and within 2 hours, we already had high waters going in our backyard. I have been here a long time, and it had never got like that. My street would never get flooded. It's flooded.
Laurie the Goddess, I
Everything
spoke to my dad yesterday. I
We've
spoke
seen
to
some
him
people
twice.
bringing their boats and small
I haven't
rafts,
spoken to him today, though.
Over here to try and help people.
But they're not allowing them. They're not allowing it, not even big trucks to pass through here to help out people.
We'll see if we can get him on the phone.
Because it's so dangerous, they're
that?
stopping them.
Yes, because it's so dangerous. And there was already a person that died right here on Federal. So we already have one fatality. So it is very dangerous, and all these little kids that are out here that the parents are letting them come across the apartments from the other side. There's snakes, there's alligators. They need to stay home.
And it's still coming down, sir.
It's coming down, and it's going to be coming down for 2 more days.
All right, thank you so much, Norma. You stay safe with your family. And again, guys, this is Jacinto City. As you can see, there's a group of 4 or 5 guys walking through. It's at least waist deep. I would imagine it's even deeper as you walk farther in there. And it's coming down hard here. And as I mentioned, some pretty rapid moving water here right by the Jacinto Oaks neighborhood. Tom and Gina?
All right.
That Norma had some wise advice, didn't she?
She did. That is just so painful to watch.
Yeah.
And here comes the rain again.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking, though, Tom, while that report was being done by Christine, was the fact that we haven't heard a tornado warning lately, because we had like back to back for a while. They're 120 strong or so, and it seems as though there has been a lull with that. And
let's hope so.
Let's hope it holds.
Yeah, you're right. Almost 120. Yeah. As you continue to look at the rain pouring down on those poor people just trying to make their way out of neighborhoods on the east side in Galena Park this afternoon. Again, it is now about 2:25 on Sunday, August 27th. We're about, I think, maybe 14 hours into this rain event when it really started about midnight last night.
I had
flooding
totally lost track of the fact it was
town.
Sunday. Like I'm
It is
not
Sunday.
even thinking David's wife.
It is Sunday. Most school districts closed this week. Those will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen, but you can rest assured almost everybody is shut down tomorrow and maybe Tuesday. And once again, Intercontinental Airport closed until tomorrow at noon, I think.
Tomorrow at noon.
And Hobby?
And Hobby till Wednesday.
Unprecedented.
At 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Yeah. We want to go to Mario Segura, one of our news photographers, photojournalists at Brays Bayou and Fondren. And Mario, what is going on there now? I know you've been looking at a lot of rescues there.
Yeah, right now the lull has afforded them a chance to get these Coast Guard helicopters actually over this neighborhood. We're looking at about 4 feet of water where I'm at, and it's dropped considerably, as you can see by the water line. And I've seen 2 helicopters come in here. People coming out of this neighborhood have told me that a lot of the older residents have gotten on their roofs and have spelled out SOS. So these Coast Guard helicopters.
Well, that's why we do our own stuff here, because we get CNN.
Behind the tree line. They're going to be yanking people.
We have to do a stream at least for the people in our area that's getting hit hard. They don't care about how we feel here.
One other one working farther to the left of me. It's a little bit hairy coming in here. There's a creek and a bayou and several retention ponds, as it's adjacent to the Braeburn Valley Country Club. And so there's a lot of hazards around here.
I do need to check on some people. I do need to check on some people, though. Maybe we can check on them live.
We can see what's going on back there. Hi, sir. How you doing?
So far, so good. I'm alive.
What's with the helicopters? What are they doing back there?
I think they're rescuing people. I'm not sure exactly. We've got a lot of people that are underwater. Some people probably higher than what we're seeing right now. So they've got priorities. They've got to get those people taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And what's your name?
My name's Patrick.
Patrick, and what's your last name?
Reedy.
Reedy. Okay, so Patrick Reedy, what's it been like for you so far?
Well, I've never flooded before. Today, we've got 3 or 4 feet of water in my house. So this is like a 1,000-year kind of flood. Like you said, we've got. Looks like we've got a helicopter over here doing some rescue. There's a lot of people that are in a lot of trouble right now, so we're trying to make sure everybody's okay.
Are there a lot of residents still in their homes back there?
Absolutely, absolutely. There's people that are trying to make sure that the helicopters see them so they can get rescued if they need to. There's people that are going up into their attics right now. There's people that have just never seen this kind of flooding before in their lives.
Thank you, Patrick. Stay safe.
You too.
So there you have it. Patrick, one of the residents out here, says that there's still a lot of people still in this neighborhood. I think a lot of people got caught by surprise because there have been recent improvements on this side of town. A retention pond up near Meyerland and stuff has kind of alleviated the flooding in this part, but apparently not this time. So you can see it kind of goes down here. I'm kind of running out of height, so I'm going to have to turn back.
Please do.
I think he's a lot taller than I am, so so this is about as far as I can go, and got to stay away from those drainage ditches.
You're going a long way.
Yeah.
You can tell how high that is.
The trials of those
but you
of
can
us who
see
aren't
like
6
the
feet.
water line on this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see like those
Is that
water
the
line
house
on
where
this
that couple
house
got
is,
out earlier with the pet?
No, this is a
different
completely
house.
different part. This is on the other side of the bayou.
Oh.
This is closer to a lot. There's a lot of green space up here. So traditionally, you know, Tree Frog Lane is right behind us, which a lot of people recognize that that street and who live from this. And they've got a little creek and stuff that rolls through here. So there's a lot of ways for it to drain, and so it usually doesn't flood too much back here. So it's surprising that they've gotten this amount of water. But you can just see from the water line how much it's dropped.
Yeah, that's good news.
And that's afforded people to get out.
Right.
Because then they feel safe. They feel like they can get to high ground. People are able to drive up and get them, you know, get them into boats and things. A lot of elderly people on this side.
Right.
People that traditionally built their homes. You can see the RV over there. You know, retirees and things like that. So, you know, he said there's probably a lot of people still in here.
Mario Segura,
Let's see if we can see that helicopter.
Yeah, and you hear it making water rescues
they've
or
moved
aerial
down
rescues,
below
I
the
should say.
tree line.
Yep. Okay, Mario, we appreciate it. Stay safe there. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to get to the helicopter, but before there was a fire deep in there, and you could hear the airboats and stuff trying to head towards them, and hopefully they got those people out safe.
Let our producer know if you're able to get with the helicopter. In the meantime, we want to show our viewers some video that Pooja Lodia got. She apparently got it from Wanda Adams, and we want to show it to you. Is it sound full? Okay. HISD trustee Wanda Adams says that a 23-year-old fell in a ditch and became swept away, and she sent this video directly to Pooja, who I believe has posted it on social media.
They must be looking for him right there.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly where that is, what part of the bayou that is.
Oh, 59 in Bennington.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
59 in Bennington, so that's just northeast of downtown Houston.
So
that's
very unsettling. We don't know why that 23-year-old was over by that area. But, you know, there are a lot of rescues going on all throughout the area. We know more than 2,000 done just by the city of Houston alone since midnight. And all of them are not done by the city of Houston.
No, but it's probably 3,000 now. Given that was a few hours ago. Okay. Tom Abrams is on the South Loop as we watch rescue after rescue by this group of city employees, Tom. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, is it the Coast Guard that has come out there?
No, this is a Houston Fire. Houston Police is also here, but this particularly, is Houston Fire that pulled this next group of people out. I mean, it is relentless, Tom and Gina, the number of people they just keep bringing out because the water is so high and their homes are compromised. Now, I will tell you the water has gone down a little bit, maybe a total of a foot, which is really good right now. So maybe that may be helping in terms of getting these people out. But here's another group of people. We're going to try to talk to them when they come up and see if we can get an idea of what their circumstances were. So many people have amazing stories of survival overnight as they went into their attics or onto their roofs or just waded out themselves before it got too deep. We'll see if we can talk to this young lady right here. How are you? How did you get out?
These fine firemen, police officers rescued me.
Tell me about your night.
I can't talk right now. I'm too nervous.
I understand. Thank you. I'm glad you're okay. Thank you.
It's my third flood in less than 3 years.
Third in 3 years. Memorial Day and Tax Day? Yeah. How was your night?
It was unforgettable and no sleep.
No sleep. I'm glad you're all right. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck to you. So clearly it.
Oh, she's totally with it.
She's 94?
She's unbelievable.
And you were in your house all night?
No, we were in a neighbor's house.
In a neighbor's
We left it to a neighbor's house at 11 last night, and we've been upstairs ever since.
In the second story?
Second story. The first floor was completely destroyed. It was a lake.
And my house is 6 foot underwater. We've been watching it all night. They're our neighbors, and we've all just been supporting each other and doing the best we can. And we appreciate all the alerts that we got because the neighborhood had set up some housing, and we worked on where we're going to go when we're done. So we're just really grateful for all of y'all.
So tell me what happened. The water came in fast?
Well, it came in fast because last night I had everything on 10 tables and on the kitchen counters, and we said we'll go to our house that was going to be a dry house, which we found out is flooded. And it came down so hard that within almost 30 minutes,
And tell me again
I could not get the car out of the driveway to go to safer areas. So we wandered over to our neighbors right across the street, and it rained so hard last night we knew it was going to flood. There was no doubt.
All right, Tom, we're going to interrupt your interview there. Sheila Jackson Lee is holding a press conference right now.
Hands, if you will, on deck, from the county government to the city government. I've been working with the Department of Homeland Security and federal assets that are being handled by the U.S. Coast Guard and as well the National Guard that are now assisting us. We are working from Ellington Field to downtown Houston, and the most important element of the work today, obviously, is the rescue of individuals being done by the Harris County Sheriff's Department, the Houston Fire Department, and the City of Houston. I want to thank the George R. Brown Convention Center staff that is here as well, that is working. We have.
I'm gonna interrupt Sister Sheila here for a minute, because I want to make some calls and check on my people real quick. Y'all gonna hear me check on my people live. So just I can move this out the way. All right, I got a few people to check on. I'll let them know that we let me check on him, because I know he had an issue last night too. Let's check on him real quick. Cause I ain't hear from him. He said he was getting pummeled last night.
Mailbox belonging.
Well, I guess he didn't answer. Let me check on somebody else too. I'm about to check on everybody live. How about that? Y'all about to hear me check on family and friends on the show. This is how we do it here. Let me check and call him, because he lives right in the smack dab middle of Houston. There you go. Let's see if he answers. I don't know what happened to him.
What's up, Mr. Scott?
Hey, what's going on, Safety Man? I'm on my show. My people want to find out if you're all right down there in Houston, man.
Yes, sir. I'm good. I am at the gig on the hurricane crew.
Yeah,
and we are safe.
Okay, so you I saw you had somebody essential personnel badge, so they let you through all the checkpoints.
Well, right now you can't really move around anywhere right now because all the highways are shut down. So there's really everything. You're pretty much paralyzed. I'm kind of like on the east side of the city and the suburbs, so out in Pasadena. So
okay,
I'm surrounded by islands. Yeah, there's no way for me to go anywhere. I've been at work since 4:30 yesterday, so 24 hours. And I live near downtown Houston.
So you stuck. So you just stuck at work.
Yes, I'm stuck at work. And
oh man,
yeah, man, it's all good.
Man,
double time.
Y'all got food and everything?
Oh yeah, I'm on the hurricane crew, so part of the gig.
Okay, well, like I said,
I was expecting to go home.
Yeah.
After work, and it just didn't work out.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm live on my show right now, so the people listening to you, talk.
I know you got a lot of people. Who are from out of the state, man. I keep reading these CNN comments of people, bashing the city, saying that people should evacuate it. But that's not what the mayor, and that's pretty much not what the county judge said. It said pretty much stay in and shelter in place. So, people talking sideways, quarterbacking in, in your state. You're not even from Texas,
Yeah.
So people need to move. What's that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you remember that Rita evacuation when they did something like that, and how
I didn't live in Houston then, but I saw it.
Yeah, I remember that, and man, that was horrible. I mean, some people died on the road because they were stuck on the Beltway.
100 people died on the road.
There you go, 18 hours and 20 hours stuck on the Beltway.
Yeah, I posted a picture yesterday about that at Woodlands Parkway, man. It was bumper-to-bumper traffic. Yeah, that was crazy back in the day, man.
Yeah. I remember when that happened. All that junk happened that Thursday, and that Wednesday, I said, you know what? I'm going to get on out of here because because that storm made me change my old situation, even with getting paychecks, right? Because I used to be like, I ain't fooling no banks. Well, no, I want my paycheck in my hand, old school. So when that situation happened, I learned my lesson. Never not have direct deposit on anything that you got going on. Because you can't get to a bank, then or whatever you check, then you're stuck. You have no money.
Oh yeah, you're paralyzed. You're pretty much paralyzed.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, this is some pretty crazy stuff. Pretty much been tracking it since Friday night, man.
Yeah, I called Danny. I hollered at him last night. I told him, if he was all right. He said the lights was going in and out. I tried to call him just now, but he didn't pick up. What happened over here, man? The neighborhood never floods, and what happened last night? We were just kind of looking. Saw my mother-in-law had our car in the front because she went to take care of her new grandchild out of state, whatever. And the lights came on. So he said, "What the lights is doing on?" I said, "That car ain't been running for 2 weeks." Look up, man. The water was all the way up over the tires.
Wow.
Yeah. All the way up over the tires, and then it got up all the way up to over the bumper in the back, but the front was covered, and then it was gone. That's it. Her car gone. So I'm like,
man, that is crazy.
Yeah. So then we couldn't even see the roads, couldn't see nothing. Now the water's receded now out there, and now out there in I heard people in Dickinson and Texas City, and
I've been seeing that on CNN.
Huh?
I said, I've been seeing Dickinson on CNN. Yeah, it's pretty crazy out that way.
Yeah, because I know some people that live in Dickinson, some friends of mine, they lost everything.
Oh man.
Yeah. Weedy, that's one of the guys I know. Weedy, his
Danny.
That's Danny right there calling. His car floated away. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. So now they got to start.
There's a lot of people even back home in South Texas, man, around Victoria that lost a lot of stuff too. So.
Yeah.
But Houston, the main focus right now in the state is in Houston, man. It's crazy what's going on right now with all these water rescues. I knew it was going to get bad, and there was a lot of people even down it, all day yesterday, man. You had people out in the streets doing all types of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from 0 to 100 here quick.
Yeah.
And this is rain that people hadn't seen in their entire lifetimes, man.
Yeah.
It take 2 lifetimes to see this type of rain again.
Well, they said that
rain more. People realize how serious it is.
They said this storm rained more than Allison back in 01.
Too. That's Danny on the other end too, man.
Yeah. I call him back.
This is worse than Allison.
Yeah, they just said that. This is worse than Allison in 01. They flooded everything out.
Yeah, I wasn't here for Allison, but I've seen pictures, man. It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I haven't been back to my apartment. I'm technically on the 4th floor because the 2 bottom floors is the parking garage. So I'm thinking if I got anything wet, it was probably rain that came in through the patio doors, man. But I won't know for a couple of days. So cause I don't expect to go back home until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be stuck here at work. So.
Man, that sucks to be stuck at work. Like you could, and
it's all good, man. It's not too bad.
Ain't too bad. All right, bro. Well, I said,
I didn't expect to be stuck at work today. I thought I'd be able to make it back home and not be able to make it back to work, but
yeah, that's always a dream.
And it's pouring down over here again, man. Like we're in for a long night.
Yeah, man. It's raining off and on while I'm at too. They say they're supposed to start coming down at night, some more, like it did last night.
Right.
Yeah, because I was supposed to do my thing tomorrow, but shoot, you know what? If the police say I can't do it, I ain't doing it.
I think plans are pretty much canceled for a lot of people for a while, man.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be too much moving around and maneuvering right now.
No doubt.
Yeah, it is pretty bad out there.
Yeah, no doubt.
But man, you got me. You had me on over here stumbling. You had me live, huh?
Yeah, you live.
Well, tell your audience, man, follow me on IG at KD Childs. I got a few pictures on there.
Well, just like black folks. Just always shameless plug-in.
Yeah. I'll try to get some pictures out there of the storm where I'm at.
I hear you, brother. But
and just be safe over there. I'll be here all night if you want to call me back.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
All right, man. Take care of yourself.
All right.
All right.
You too.
All right.
Yeah.
No, just checking on the brothers, man. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all right. Let's see if I can call the other one back just now. Let's see if he picked back up.
Advice show.
Hey, Danny, we live on the show. We checking on everybody. We're live on YouTube. So what's going on with you and the baby?
Oh, everything good over here, man. We flooded in like everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't move around. You know. We got water. We don't know how long food gonna last. We got about 15 people over here.
Oh, you got 15 people at the crib. What, your mom and them came up?
Just cousins and friends.
Okay.
And, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, Weedy done lost his house and his car.
Oh Lord, well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, that's what having that paperwork about.
Yeah, that's
You know,
what I was saying earlier.
Hate to lose your personal items and things that's a little bit, you know, whole little sentimental value, but you know, other than that, you know, that house and that car, they you know, that paperwork, get that replaced.
Yeah. That's why I tell anybody.
But my house is good. I looked on my cameras at my house. I don't even have water up to my front door.
Oh, okay.
So my house is good. You know, and you know, my house, where it's at, is not in the flood district. Plus, my house is like the highest on the corner because it's on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So that area is, you know, it got, you know, it looked like the streets flooded a little bit, but it ain't coming up, you know, past my tree in the yard.
Yeah.
It ain't coming in my yard like that. So.
Yeah.
But the Lex is gone though.
Okay, yeah, because that's what happened. Mine came about halfway. And everything in the yard, and I don't know about. I sent you that picture of Clara's mama car.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, and it's gone. But when I looked at Clear Lake, what was it? Clear Lake Infinity. All they cars was buried too.
Yeah, now they get a lot. I mean, you got to be careful even when you're looking for your new car, because your new car is gonna probably be some underwater cars too that they clean up good. So that's gonna be, you know, you got to be careful when you do that. Make that selection.
Yeah.
So people are not gonna be paying attention. They're gonna be thinking they can just go in and go to the dealership and get them a car. Well, dealerships are flooded too.
Yeah, like I saw that last night.
Yeah, dealerships are flooded too. So you gotta be careful where you even choose your car at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, personally, if I can pull it off, I might try to pull one from Dallas.
Yeah.
You know, and just have it, you know, shipped down this way, or on a good day, I'll just go up there and get my own car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. No, I wonder what's gonna be the deal tomorrow.
The deal tomorrow is that they're gonna have to deal with what they got going on because you can't get to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, people can't get to work, so you know all major highways is flooded.
Yeah, and and the police
highways.
ain't letting you move around, like especially like in my area, they ain't letting you move.
And matter, you know how where 610 at coming over the ship channel and trying to what is Budweiser playing at? You go ship 610 and try to go I-10 east right there.
Yeah.
That water is from the road to the sign that sit up high in the sky.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
So that's like 20 some feet.
Man.
Yeah, so like if you was on that 610 right there trying to exit, you would be 20 something feet in the air right now if you was in the water. It's touching the sign.
Wow.
It's touching the sign that tell you I-10 east.
Boy, I tell you, bro. And then they say they're just supposed to sit here for a few days, and part of it supposed to go back into the water and then come right back in again.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, yeah, and we got that coming till Wednesday.
Yeah, and then shoot, it can go back to a Category 1 if it want to, if it's sitting in that water long enough.
Yeah. Y'all got power over there?
Yeah. We had one flicker last night. One. I said, "Oh man, come on."
How long was it out?
Oh man, it wasn't nothing but just a flicker, and it came right back.
Okay, we just lost power, and there ain't nothing going on over here. Just dry lost power.
Wow. No.
We just did that.
Thank God we haven't lost power. Last night when all this stuff was going on, I said, man, look, let's make sure all our auxiliary power was hooked up and everything. And matter of fact, look, people can see on camera here this little thing right here, the Samsung fast charge. I made sure to plug up everything I had auxiliary just in case it went down, so I won't lose, cell phone power. But I have on my phone I have that extra battery pack too. So even if it go down, I can charge it right back up. So
right.
So how the baby taking it? I mean, she was scared, or how's she taking it?
Nah, she having fun right now.
Oh, she having fun.
You know, the kids around here, so yeah, she understand we can't go nowhere. She see what's going on with the water. She seen me go to the car. I had to go get my wallet and insurance information, stuff like that. But my car seat submerged, so she seen me out there. She thinking she wanted to go out there too. But nah.
So she
running around playing.
So Kyra wanted to go out there.
Yeah, nah, they got kids out here right now in kayaks and swimming in it. And look here, this ain't the same water when I was coming up.
Yeah, there's some craziness going on in that water, man. But well, man, it's good. It's good you're all right, brother, and you and the family. Like I say, y'all stay safe. I hope they start opening up some sort of store, because like you said, we got food too. We good on food, but eventually, it's gonna dwindle down. But like I say, hey, we'll make something out of it. We always have.
Yeah. Well, even if they open it up, we're gonna have to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
It's start thugging, huh?
Yeah.
Now, we see Clara bought about 5 to 6 loaves of bread. We bought a bunch of tuna packs. I mean, Clara went in fruit. She bought it all. So, like I said, we got it. We just have to just stretch it out, much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I got it at the house, but I can't get to my house. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at some point, it's just going to be a rescue situation. They're already sending out rescue notifications to the phones that if you see rescue boats, flag them down so they can come get
you. Yeah, man. Y'all, you be careful out there, brother, man. I'm just making sure y'all good, man. Like I said, I just hollered at safety, man. And he's stuck at work.
He at work?
He at work. He went to work and he got stuck. He
I
can't
don't know
go back
what made
home.
him go to work. I told him don't go to work. Bro, 288 looked like one river. The whole 288 looked like one big river. You don't know what a median at or nothing. Yeah. And it's up close to the bridge that's crossing over the crossovers.
Oh man, yeah, he should have stayed home. Oh, come on, man. So now he said he been stuck since yesterday, about 4:30 or so. So yeah. So he's stuck there until he can leave. And I thought about the dudes. I thought about the dudes over there. At our situation. I'm like, man, that bitch, they got stuck too, because once that water get over, it don't take much for that to happen. And then the other side is water too.
It flooded over that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now shame on them for going in.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Kyra and them, they not going to school to September 5th now.
Yeah. Nah, it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a while for the. We've already seen the same thing before. We've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
It don't get on track, a week later.
Yeah, it takes some time, for sure.
Yeah, it takes some time. Yeah, people still regrouping from Katrina. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, brother, I definitely appreciate you. Let me know what's up, man, and keep just text me or let me know what's going on, man, and if y'all need anything.
Yeah, I'll keep it posted.
All right, bro.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bro. Bye.
All right.
Had to check on the brothers there, ladies and gentlemen, live. Had to check on the brothers. Let's see what we got going back on. Let's see. What is this one playing okay?
I don't know, 50 cars, 50 people just in my eyesight behind the camera, which Rudy does not have to turn around.
Actually, I was going to ask
that
Rudy.
are just kind of standing around.
You know
Tom,
what? Let's not use them. Let's go to the other one. I'd rather use this one.
Knocking down trees, knocking down fences, but not necessarily completely destroying a home where all the walls fall down. But it's still damage nonetheless, and not something that you really want to have to deal with when you're actually dealing with a tropical storm. Now here again, just giving you an idea of rainfall totals, which this will continue to change, but this is since midnight. We've had up to 13 inches of rain in some of our 15 inches of rain in some areas to the east, close to 15 inches of rain in eastern Houston, parts of Harris County getting 17 inches of rain. And again, you remember just a couple of days ago when we were saying this, that we could see 20 to 25 inches of rain, and it just seemed outlandish. But isn't it interesting how quickly your perspective will change after going through something like this? So let's take a look at the forecast then. And it is expected to stay at tropical storm strength and then continue its way around. And this is a slow mover. So this is Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Right on top of Houston. It's almost like the irony of all this storm systems that after we didn't have the hugest impact the night when it made landfall, which we thought that was going to be the case. But of course, the people in Rockport had a very different experience that night. But now, well, Mother Nature is getting her due on us, because now it's going to come through here, and it wouldn't be possible till Friday that it would still be in Texas and just to the north of us. And unfortunately, because on Friday, if it's right there, it still has the ability to pull moisture in behind it, because it's still holding on to its climatology, which is a tropical environment. And for us, that means tropical means humidity. Humidity with daytime heating means showers instead of a dry forecast. So what should you do right now? Okay, and this has been changing, and it's going to continue to change just a little bit. But what you should do right now is stay where you are, period. If you stay where you are, unless, of course, the water's coming into your house and you need to evacuate your house, that's different. But if you don't need to go anywhere, don't. I think a lot of people are getting that, though, because the streets are becoming more empty. Now, here's something that you need to remember. Stay out of the water, okay? If your neighborhood flooded, but it's not in your house, don't play in the water. Don't go into the water, period. Any of the flood water in all of this area, any of it is considered sewage or toxic. That's at best, okay? So playing in it is just not a good idea. Think about it for yourself. On your street, do you have dogs? Do you have animals? What do they do in the yard? That is now floating in the water, okay? That's just the beginning. Then also you have fire ants, snakes, alligators. It just gets worse from there. Stay out of the water. Numerous tornado threats. That's a problem for us today. Now, they're isolated, they're quick, but you do need to keep an eye on that, because we're seeing these fast-moving little tornadoes. So if that happens, be in the center part of your house, and it typically only lasts a few seconds. But don't be looking in the windows at the time when you're under a tornado warning in your area. And with your phones, hopefully you're getting your phones continuously charged. Your phones are giving you a lot of information. When we have a tornado near us, your phone should tell you that. Okay, at this point too, begin to check on your neighbors. If you have a moment or two and things are safe around you, check on each other and see if there's anything that they need, because I bet you if you find yourself in need, it would be very helpful if somebody was there to help you too.
All right, let's just switch that over. I think we got enough information out of them with that. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you are, like I said before, you are in these areas, just be careful. That's the purpose of us doing this stream today. Be careful. Check on your people, and as we stated before, don't take any chances. Don't do that. I mean, it's not worth it, because I've known people lost their lives in storms because they went to these low-lying areas and they thought it was okay, and then the water just overtake their vehicle like you saw earlier. So, some people I see speaking about Houston itself, we haven't had a storm here since 2008, okay? And we've been saying for years we were overdue for a storm. That happens on the coast. Wherever you live is something. If you live up north, it could be, now you heard that crazy dog. going, okay, sometimes I can't stand that little dog. Anyway, she gets on my nerves sometimes. But living up north, you can have snowstorms. You can be on the West Coast, you can have an earthquake. I mean, so everywhere you live, it can be something. Like, yes, down here, we don't know what snow look like too much down here. So if we have snow, it's a freak of nature. But hurricanes are something that you have to deal with, and it's not something that we deal with daily. So let's say a solar radio. But we are good. Like I said, we are good. You know, I mean, from what I heard, no stores are open where we should be, you know, good, you know, on food. We got at least good 4 cases or so of water. Power still on, so water still running. I mean, things are, you know, still good enough for that. Yeah, Big Sap, trust me, I got that particular dog for free long time ago, and I promise you, I'll never get one of them kind of dogs again. I promise you that. Yeah. Some people get. You're right. Some people do get tornadoes. You're right about that. But I seen. Let me see if I can get some more pictures up and show you guys what we talking about here. Let me see if I can go to. I think we had a lot of pictures up on Facebook as well. I mean, it was just crazy. Some of the things that they're showing. Let me sign into this thing. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just trying not to. I'm not trying to show it just yet. Yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty bad, ladies and gentlemen. They say, what do they say? The floorboard in your car is full of water. Other than that, the car is fine. Hey, bro, if you got full coverage insurance, man, forget that junk. Let that car go. Let them pay that car off, and that's it. That is it. Let them pay that car off. Trust me, you get your new car, especially if you got gap insurance, man, you be good. Because I mean, anybody would be kind of not wise. I'm gonna use that word. To walk out of a dealership and not have gap insurance. Oh, yeah, well, some people are different on that. When you talking about the dog situation. Highly forget that. I know that dog better than anybody. That little dog make noise sometimes when it shouldn't be. You wouldn't even know I got another one as well. But that's the big one. He don't do nothing unless there's a reason. That's why I like him. Let's see here. He talking about canceling school. Yeah. My buddy who was a fireman had a friend die that way. He had to report the incident. Oh yeah, they got people. Yeah, price. Yeah, man, people are dirty for price gouging. Yeah, I seen that. You had a dude they reported in the news that was selling cases of water for $10 when them cases like about $3. He had Sparklets. You know, Sparklets is a cheap brand. It's not like Ozarka and one of them other brands. $10 a case, and people was actually buying it from them because they were stuck. They didn't have no water. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of black people that I've speak to, I mean, some of them live in apartments, and unfortunately, those apartment complexes that a lot of black people do stay in, that's the worst place to be because it gets flooded so fast, especially if you're on the bottom floor. And then the people at the top floor, they stuck. They had some, would you consider low income housing had to be evacuated because it was all flooded out. That I do know. I heard that yesterday. So we're going to figure out what's going on, what our needs are at, and see what we can do to possibly, I'll give Brother Derek about it, see if we could hopefully raise some funds for that and, so we can appropriate that. Like last time we had the flood and we did our part to help out, as a company to our community. Well, we want to make sure to do that again. But I'll give Brother Derek about that since he'll have, more access to different people as well. Well, the price gouging, like I said, people don't do that. I mean, people are dirty. Some people going to jack up the price of gas too. I mean, we had cases of water already, and as long as our water's running, we good. But if you don't have any kind of water running, then you're not good right about now. And you should have filled your cars up days ago, like we did. We filled both our vehicles up with gas. You should get all your water, or even if you had to travel somewhere outside the Houston area to get water, you have to do what you got to do. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I just wanted to just chime in and let you know I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, and later on we're supposed to do a show with a guest. I don't want to announce the guest. It'll be in about another 3 hours or so, less than 3 hours now. We have a special guest, so I'll come back on, and but for now I'll jump up off of here. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. And thank you for everyone that has, helped us and continue to try to help us get to our goal on Patreon. We'll give you an update about that. As well, we also announced something new that we will be offering to everyone. People on Patreon know what I'm talking about, but I'll finally announce that and I'll let you know kind of what we're going to do on that. So appreciate you guys joining us on this stream today. And anything to change, I'll let you know. If it's just a mobile live stream or something, I'll let you know what's going on. But thank you guys for listening, and see you in a few hours.